Hey guys, welcome back to another music review, and today we're going to be talking about some metal. Oh yeah, I love talking about metal, and today we've got a couple unusual bands that nobody's gonna probably have ever heard of. So get ready to get ready to jot these bands down real quick, or go search these up after I'm done. So the first band today we're gonna be talking about a band called Jinjer and another band called Dead Label. Yeah, you ever heard of these bands? Well, let's get talking about them. Ginger, which is not spelled like you'd think it would be. You'd be thinking like, oh, yeah, you spell that Ginger, right? No, 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 no. Take the G's, replace them with J's. That's how they spell their name. That's how the metal band spell their name. So um, I'm reading off of something in my notes, okay? Um, but they're a Ukrainian female-fronted band. Uh, kind of basically progress. I'm having trouble talking in these videos today. Progressive metal, kind of like progressive metal with super awesome grooves. Um, and, the music just compels you to keep on listening. Like, I know I listened to like two songs. I'm like, okay, I'm going to move on, try and find something else to listen to so I can put with this thing for the next music review. And it just made me want to keep listening to more and more and more. And I know I sat there and listened to like 6, 7 songs by them, and I'm just like, okay, I need to move on. But they're really good. So I think I followed them. Super great. I mean, the vocals are really good. And then at times it's kind of like I think one of the people does the singing, and then uh, a female switches off and does singing as well. Um, and that may turn off some people because I think that she does kind of sing. It's kind of like Lacuna Coil. Like some people are in the Lacuna Coil, but there's a very, very big majority that doesn't like it because of that part of it that is Christina Scabbard, I think that's what her name is, of Lacuna Coil has that singing voice, and she doesn't scream. She sings, and they used to have that one guy they used to do screaming. I don't know if they still have that guy or if he left or what. Um, but I know I've heard a little bit of Looking at Coil, and I don't think they do as much screaming as what they used to. They mainly stick to Christina's vocals, which I think turns off a lot of people wanting to listen to them. But they still have their fans, and the same thing with Ginger is I think that people will find them kind of like Lacuna Coil to like them, but the music, the background music to this is amazing. Like it's awesome, epic, super awesome grooves that like I said, just keep you listening and wanting to listen to more. So if you've never heard of Ginger and you want to check them out, definitely check them out. They're a really new band. I think they came out in 2015 or 14, so they're really kind of a newer band. And these newer bands that haven't been around for that long, it's kind of really cool. But you also got to realize that in the metal and rock community, some of these bands don't last very long. So it's kind of sad, but you can always go back and listen to them and buy the record or buy the album and keep it if you're a fan of their music, and you can always hold on to it. Kind of like Temple of the Dog. Like that album, like now, it's just like, now they actually came back and went on tour because of they realized how popular that band was. And they're actually going on tour with the supergroup. So kind of interesting. Maybe Ginger will be that supergroup that everybody wants to hear later on down the road. Who knows if they aren't together anymore? But I'm pretty sure they are. So now let's move on to Dead Label. It's an Irish metal trio, and the singer does bass duties. There's a guy on guitar and a chick on drums. The band is brutal, and I'm definitely a fan of this band as well. It kind of reminds me of what Lamb of God did when they first came out. It's kind of a fresh sound, and it kind of has this badass feeling to it. And it's basically what Dead Label has done with this album. Um, they just, they come out swinging, and the music is just straight up brutal. And if I remember right, they only have one album. Just like Ginger, I think they only have one album. They might have an EP or something too. Ginger might, but I'm pretty sure Dead Label only had like 1 or 2 albums out, and it's basically they sound like really, really like a hardcore metal band, kind of like Lamb of God. I guess I mean, Lamb of God to me isn't really death metal, so they're kind of more of a hardcore kind of sound, I guess I would say. Like when I hear redneck, I don't really hear death metal. I hear, if you don't know what Redneck by Lamb of God is, good God, go listen to that because that's like one of the best songs Lamb of God has. There's probably some other people would probably say some other songs, but Redneck is probably, if they were going to pick a mainstream song to put in a movie or something, Redneck would be an amazing track to put in the movie because it's definitely awesome. So definitely check that out if you don't, if never heard Redneck by Lamb of God. Um, but that kind of like, yeah, they just come out swinging, and this band is just, it's got that brutalness that I used to love about Lamb of God, and now Lamb of God's kind of like, it sounds the same. Like they never got anything fresh from it, and it seems like that's why I stopped listening to Lamb of God because it seems like they just gave up and they just started sounding all the same. And I think that's a problem with metal bands is that they can't continue to reinvent themselves every album. You know, you don't have to sound the same every album. Um, there are ways to change yourself, and I think that's what I kind of got burnt out on Lamb of God. You know, metal bands have done this for years, like, and I don't understand why I just got burnt out on them, but I kind of did. The Dead Label was pretty good. They kind of are in that kind of vein, same kind of band as Lamb of God, really. If you like that kind of metal music, check them out. Uh, definitely got my attention when I found them, and I think I found them through Jinjer. I'm pretty sure. Um, that's how I found them. So there you go. Dead Label, Jinjer. I don't know what Jinjer is. Maybe that's a band too. Jinjer. But check out Jinjer and Dead Label. If you want to know how to spell them, check out the title or check out down below because I always put Brad talks about blah blah. Yeah, I put the band names down below. I always do that. Always. Because I got to put something in the description. What else am I going to put down there? Brad talks about two metal bands. That would be stupid. I tell you what I talk about. So, and above. Also, in the title, you can also see the name of the bands. So, two places you can check them out. Type the name on Spotify. These are definitely two bands I'm pretty sure I found on Spotify. So you can check them out there. Anyways, as always, go check out these bands. Come back. Let me know what you thought about them. Like, comment, subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Any bands you want me to try and cover that I haven't covered yet. Check out my playlist of the music reviews. Um, and let me know if there's any bands that you really want me to cover soon. I will definitely do that. Um, and I'll get to that. Anyways, like, comment, subscribe. And as always, keep rocking.